Pisces, and welcome to my channel, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is a weekly reading for Pisces from the 24th to the 30th of September 2018. Please make sure you watch your moon and rising sign for a more complete picture. If these general readings, which go out to thousands of viewers, don't resonate with you, then instead of getting disappointed and leaving negative feedback, I suggest you contact me for a personal private reading. I've put my email address and my website address in the description box. I've also listed the decks that I'm using, and I put links to Amazon and eBay if you want to buy them. And please watch the new video series that I've started, which reviews decks I am using. So please like, share, subscribe, and leave me some comments. And now finally, this is a word of warning to those people who left those awful messages on my channel. I would be very careful about putting such negative energy out into the universe if I were you. I do this work under the guidance and protection of Archangel Michael, who is the Archangel of Justice and Vengeance, and he will not tolerate such negative behavior. So, having said that, let's start the reading. I'm going to do a general energy read for you, and then I will do the general tarot read. Oops. Okay. So the first card is Fate, and you're facing some sort of challenging situation in which you're going to have to ask for a lot of guidance to get through it. You can see you're, in this challenge, it seems like you have some big mountain to climb over here, and you really do have to keep the faith. You really have to keep the faith. There's something that's coming to an end in your situation, some kind of problem maybe, but something is reaching the climax and it's reaching the end. So in the past you've had a lot of confusion, and it might have been involving some woman, because there's a lady card and a lot of confusion, and you couldn't seem to find a way out of that particular problem. So everything seems to be, it might be quite a big challenge, and you're going to have to deal with it. It is coming to an end, though, that particular problem. So going into the future, you've got talent, barrier, and new beginnings. So you're going to have to do something. Maybe it's something to do with your work, but there's some sort of talent that you're going to have to use and develop in order for you to move forward. There are obstacles that you're going to have to overcome. Maybe you are feeling very hemmed in, very isolated at this particular moment, but don't worry, because you've got new beginnings, the card of new beginnings coming up. So something brand new is coming in. So although you've got a card that says that something is ending, there is some new beginning that is coming in for you during that week. And although it's going to be a very challenging situation, just keep the faith and keep praying, and you will get through it. Okay, so that's the energies for that week. Let's do the general tarot read. Okay, so the main energies of the week is the new beginnings, and you could sort of see in the answer deck, the last card was also the new beginnings. So something brand new is coming in for you. There's this energy of something beginning. You have everything that you need actually to sort this out, and you will have to rely a lot on your insight, your inner gut feeling to do things. They say cats can see in the dark, and you're gonna have to rely on maybe somebody around you for some advice to help you get through that situation. Somebody who's maybe even a bit more intuitive than you and will give you that advice that you need to actually get through that situation. You are spending a lot of time alone, it seems, but things are going to be changing for you, and new avenues will be opening up with this new beginnings card, there might be some news, some sort of letter that comes in for you, bringing you some news about this new beginning. So you will have to rely a lot on your intuitive part, and work by that. Just keep the faith up, really. So the main situation, you've got the Child of Earth crossed by the Two of Water. So you might be in some sort of relationship at this particular moment with this Two of Water. You can see it's a very, very, it's a good relationship. However, you've got the full moon over there, a full moon card, which shows that, there might be some sort of deception or hidden secrets or things that are not quite coming to light. Maybe you're not seeing the situation for what it is. Maybe you are, seeing it as it being better than what it is with this full moon card, because it tends to cause a lot of confusion. But it's also a card that says you need to rely on intuition. So if you know something is wrong, then it probably is wrong in that particular case. It seems like this relationship is quite a good one. You both of you seem to be getting along very, very well. You'll complement each other. You've got the Child of Earth, it's crossing the Child of Earth, which says that, maybe it could be that this relationship is getting in between, if you're studying at the moment, because the Child of Earth is somebody who's really involved with their studies or getting a higher education. This relationship might be impeding that particular course. So maybe you want to do some studying, or you're doing something and your relationship is getting in a way and it's causing a lot of confusion. Maybe it is a good relationship, but it is causing that confusion with that moon card. So you're not actually seeing it for what it is, as something that you need to put into perspective and keep the studying going and not allow any kind of interference from your relationship. So you need to put them into categories and make sure that you're keeping them separately in order for you to progress. You are spending a lot of time with your books, or you are spending a lot of time studying or getting a higher education. So you are concentrating on that, and maybe this is something that is causing a distraction for you. So in the past, you've got the Nine of Earth, which means that you have got that financial independence, and you're quite a person who is very independent. Well, you are independent, but you're a person who's very confident and who knows what they're doing. So you're very self-reliant as well, and you take the leadership role. You know how to steer your life in the right direction. So that's been happening in the last year. So in the last 3 months, you've got the One of Earth, which is the Ace of Earth. So something new has come in. Maybe you've had a new job that has started, and maybe this is why you're doing this higher education, so that you can get ahead with this new job that you have. But your relationship seems to be getting in the way a little bit over there. So on your mind is work. You want to get into the work field, and you want to be recognized in the field that you're working in, and you want people to know that whatever you're doing, you're very, very good at. So you've got the Three of Earth, and this is something that you're willing to spend a lot of time and a lot of concentration on as well. You want to make sure that it progresses. And you are going to be taking control. This is the card going into the future. It shows you in the driving seat over there, and steering it based a lot on intuition as well, because this man is not using his hands. He's actually just using his legs and going. So he's managing to steer himself, and he's going around corners. So you can actually you're in a position where you're going to be able to do this just based on what you think. So you need to trust your instincts about what you want to do and not listen to anybody else. This would be the Chariot card in the Rider-Waite tarot deck. So you need to actually make sure that you are taking control and be very determined and very single-minded about what you want to do, especially if you want to get ahead with this Three of Earth, especially if you want to make sure that you're getting to the top of your profession. You will need to use all your determination, all your intuition, all the hidden skills that you have. So going into the future, this is you are acting a lot on it. There are lots of things, a lot on your intuition, but there's a lot of stuff, information that has not been revealed to you. You can see these tarot cards have not been turned over, and you will have to go within yourself to ask yourself the questions, but how can I do this? So a lot of information has not come to light, and it's all hidden. And if you ask the right questions, this is when you get the right answers. And this this is the High Priestess card, and it also talks about doing a lot of studying, because that is going to reveal a lot of secrets to you. So when I say go within yourself to answer the questions, that means going in and doing that studying, doing that work, doing that extra research in order to find the questions, the answers to the questions. So you will have to do the discovery yourself. Nobody else will be able to give it to you. Only you can do that. So around you, there's the 10 of air. This shows that, a brand new situation has begun for you. Something has been, you've moved away from some cycle completely, because this is the 10 of swords usually, and it shows the end of a very difficult, tense situation. Maybe there was a lot of arguments and problems involved in that situation, and now you've got the butterflies coming up. You are going into a period of transformation. So amongst all the rubble here that you can see, and everything is broken down, you are now beginning to transform into something better and grow into something better. So all that past problems are now behind you, and you need to put them behind you and move forward. And what you want is, you want a change to come in. You want somebody to help you, and that's with this intervention card. You do want that. Maybe you want this extra family life and circumstance to happen. The intervention card is usually the Tower card within the tarot. So you want something big to change, maybe within your family life, within your home life. You want that transformation to happen. That's in your hopes and fears. So the final outcome card, you've got materialism, 4 of fire, and the 9 of water. So materialism is talking about distractions. It's usually the devil card within the tarot, and you can see these people are doing really things that are not really good for their health, drugs and drinking and over partying. So try not to get into a situation where you are overindulging in anything. Make sure you're keeping it all clean and keeping your mind clear and focused, and don't get involved in things where you are very distracted. Things that distract you will not be good for your growth and development. So you've got the 4 of fire coming up, which is generally the 4 of rods, which is talking about relaxing, having, this person's having a barbecue here. So you might need to take some time out and, relax with your family, get together with friends, whatever community of people that you work with, maybe exchange ideas, just take it easy for a bit. And you've got the last card being the 9 of water, which is, a card of wish fulfillment. Whatever you want to achieve, you will finally achieve it. This man has become the captain of this ship, and he is steering it. So you will reach a leadership position, and you will reach the height of that particular position. But you have to keep going. You've got to make sure that you're not getting distracted by this materialism, as well as relationships that are not going to, you put everything into perspective, and these 2 distractions, you need to make sure that you put them into perspective in order for you to progress. But with the 9 of water or the 9 of cups, that you will get past all the difficulties, and you will take charge, because he's now at the helm, and he is the one steering that boat. So you will be able to get to a position where you achieve what you want. So I'm just going to draw some cards from the Angel Tarot, and that's just for advice. So you've got the 5 of fire, which says competing goals, bothersome details, and conflict with others. So just be aware, there could be people that you don't have agreements with. There could be some arguments coming out. Walk away from that conflict, because if it's too taxing on your energies and it distracts you from whatever your goal is, these are situations best left alone. And the second card you've got is the Strength card, which says great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness and compassion. So if you are having problems with people where they're causing a lot of conflict in your life, you need to use that strength that you have, that inner strength that you have to get through it. And the last card is the 9 of Earth, which says enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, and successful self-employment. So this is the Nine of Pentacles, which is the same here as the Nine of Earth, which is showing that you are going to be financially independent and very self-made as well. So a lot of success coming into your arena, but you will have to maybe put in the extra hours and do the studying. And this is also showing through with this High Priestess card. You're going to have to do some studying as well. And also make sure that you're walking away, leaving the past behind and walking away so that you can transform. This new course or information that you're getting is going to be something that takes you out of this situation that you had, all the conflict that you had here, especially even with this Five of Fire. You've got the Ten of Air. This shows an end of any kind of conflicting situation around you. Maybe people around you have been giving you a lot of grief, but that shows that it will end. And you've got the Nine of Water, which shows that you will get everything that you want with you being in charge. So you are going to reach the height of what you need to reach. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.